Alrighty, so some of the fun things I've done, I've asked Roger to, R1, to identify famous people and images. It's a little torn when you ask it to identify anything, including people. It may respond, but then it will also state it's trying to respect individuals' privacy. I've had success having R1 identify R2D2 and other Star Wars characters pretty easily. It's had mixed results showing images of Elon Musk and other celebrities. I had a lot of fun with James Bond and the various different Superman um, personalities who've played Superman over the years. When using the Magic Camera, I've taken photos of movie posters and album covers. The artistic renderings are awesome. I sense there's an attempt at humor or there's an attempt to avoid copyright challenges. I've transcribed movies with no problem, other than struggling with not being able to use the device during the recording and the transcribing. So if you're going to do something long, just remember it's very similar to other devices. You might not be able to use it while you're doing something. Um, let's see what else. I do believe that some of the items or requests that R1 has gotten wrong are due to it not hearing correctly. Will repeat or try to speak more clearly. I will try to transcribe or clarify my requests as well. R1, similar to other voice activated technologies, may require clear pronunciation or rephrased instructions for accurate interpretation, suggesting user adaptation can migrate this. So basically, if you ask a question and doesn't answer, try again. Every device and every person communicates differently when they speak. Okay, of course, this does not solve all the problems, but this is a good thing to understand. Trying to clarify what you want, just as if you're talking to a person, and a little patience. Maybe some of this can be improved in future iterations with different hardware. I do think maybe there is something to do with the actual microphone, not so much as all the time when people are speaking, or maybe it has a hard time with background noise. Technology is technology. It's not perfect all the time, and it cannot read my mind yet. And then what about all the bad press about the Lamb, unfulfilled promises, etc.? I'll be honest, when I saw this device and heard about it during CES, I knew it was more of an MVP, which is a minimum viable product, than a fully crafted piece of equipment. I know that everybody makes personal decisions on when to buy something. There's usually a price point. There's a level of excitement from other people that convince you to purchase something. I will always be someone who purchases a gadget or some type of technology. I will be one of the first people. I have quite a few devices in my house that I've used over the years, and I just save them now, and some of them have been put in a closet, and I may have even forgotten. I would best describe myself as an early adopter. Not sure I would say innovator, but my ego wants me to be an innovator, but I am an early adopter. I think Rabbit needs to understand the technology adoption curve and figure out how to get across the chasm. I also think that consumers need to know where they are on that curve. It will help reduce frustrations for everyone. If you get excited because your neighbor bought something and you just buy it because it's at a price point that you think you can afford it, that doesn't necessarily mean you're an early adopter. You might be a keep up with the Joneses, or you might just be someone who is excited about something. And then maybe you might have some buyer's remorse. But if you're not an early adopter, then don't buy something until full reviews come out, feedback has been provided, etc. I hate to say this, this may be close to a controversial statement. Not everyone who knows how to use technology is an early adopter. Some may not even be in the early majority. You have to make decisions, and there's nothing wrong with making decisions. If what every critic says is true about Rabbit, then the company will eventually lose out. Rabbit is a small company in a large tech company battleground. The idea is great, and I see many advantages to a device like this. This is a step forward, and it's a step towards more companies offering competitive solutions for AI assistants, companions, and just overall new technology. Where I would see this company going is different from most technology. people and advocates. I see fun entertainment. I see the ability to interact with the device for information without opening a laptop. I see ease of use for people who cannot handle touchscreens. That button is really good. That button is also an example of why some car makers are actually going to physical buttons. There are advantages to that. I see it as an easy tool to have handy for quick language translation. It provides the best descriptions of scenery and has identified parts for me. I believe that not every piece of technology offers the same experience or features. That is why we have iPhones, Androids, and Samsungs. That is why we had Blackberries and Palm Pilots, because every tech or every piece of technology, although similar, can provide a different experience for different people and during different scenarios. Remember, not every droid in Star Wars is the same, nor do they provide the same services and intellect. They fit different roles, and people with varying personalities will find their fit with the technology they like. I enjoy my R1 and I'm looking forward to future iterations and other devices from other companies that can provide creative, innovative products. It's not perfect, but most technology is never perfect. I am reminded about that in the morning when my Perplexity Pro is stuck on researching. Will I go to my free Gemini account and get the answer? Or when I think R1 is taking too long and then I realize my cell service is actually the culprit and it's not working stellar or the connection is weak. Okay, yes, I am absolutely biased. I like my R1. I'm willing to put up with some of the inconveniences. I like to think I am more optimistic and patient and am excited about the updates when they arrive and I can test them out. I think that I got my money's worth and it does not sit on a shelf in my house. I understand and appreciate the opinion of others because that is how the device or any device may improve. It is okay to share feedback, whether it's complimentary or critical. It's feedback, and a good company will be able to take all that feedback and improve and innovate and find their customer base for their product, as will their competitors if they are paying attention. I do wish that people who purchase the R1 would like it as much as I like my R1 because I do want more features. I want better and I want newer R1s, maybe a R2. And I hope that if you place the R1 on your shelf to collect dust, that it's not sitting next to the Vision Pro doing the same thing. Thank you. That's my observations and my demonstration and overview of the Rabbit device.